Welcome, dear YouTube friends, to today's session on trimming and turning. Pots need not have rough bottoms, and it's important to finish off pottery so that when it's slid across tabletops, all will be fine. So ideally, clay will be leather hard for turning. However, it is possible to re-dampen surfaces at the bone dry stage, but this can cause problems such as cracking. So the pottery in this clip shows a cup that is leather hard and ideal for turning. You'll know the piece is ready for turning when the shavings can be cut off in long curls. If the pottery item is still a bit sticky, that means it's too wet. And if the clay trimmings are powdery, the pot is too dry. So you'll notice that the pot in this clip is a bit too dry for turning, and you'll see that the shavings are dry and flaking off rather than coming off in curls.
I thought it's really hot. You know, I'm in Studio 2, just about to get started again for the year. So just doing some turning. These are going to be cacao cups. And I threw them last year and I think I can turn them a bit. We'll find out. Anyway, getting started. This one just spun off the wheel, but I caught it and I think it's going to be okay. So they're very dry because I threw them at the end of December, so it's been like a month. Anyway, there's one.
Now I am trying to turn off pots that are too dry. I found that damping them down once they're dry is just not a good idea. I don't like that practice. I'd prefer to just do what I can. So I will just smooth off the bottoms. They're going to have flat bottoms anyway, and just do the best I can with how they are. Now, in terms of timing of turning, it really can depend on the climate you are in. I am in a very hot tropical climate, which the heat will really dry out a pot pretty much overnight. I'll always put them in the boxes. If the weather's cold and wet, it may take a few days for the pot to become dry enough to turn. If it's hot and dry, you can leave your pot uncovered overnight and it probably will be leather hard in the morning or hard enough to turn. So a little bit about the turning process itself. So of course it's performed prior to firing of the item. Turning trims any extra thick portions of the wall and the base, and you'll see that the base of these pots I'm trimming now are ready for turning, just right for turning. Ideally, pots can be covered with a plastic bag for a day or so after they've been thrown. I usually put mine in a big plastic box with a couple of sponges because it's often a few days or sometimes a couple of weeks before I can get back to them. So that brings us to the end of today's session. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.